Hello everyone, good morning to all. I hope that you would be very healthy. My dear student, today is beginning from a thought, that is, I strive for progress. I strive for progress, not perfection. It means whatever we are trying to get achievement or effort, it should be only for thinking that progress, whatever we are doing, whatever we are striving, जो हम प्रयास कर रहे हैं वो हमारा प्रोग्रेस के लिए होना चाहिए. एंड इफ वी आर प्रोग्रेसिव, और अगर हम लोग प्रोग्रेसिव हैं, सर्टेनली डेफिनेटली वी विल गेट आवर डेस्टिनेशन, वी विल गेट आवर गोल. हम अपना गोल तो प्राप्त कर ही लेंगे, है ना. सो आवर अटेंशन ओनली फॉर प्रोग्रेस, हमारा ध्यान केवल प्रोग्रेस के लिए होना चाहिए, परफेक्शन के लिए नहीं. ओके, रिमेंबर दैट. You know, we are studying chapter number 3, nationalism in India. In this chapter, we are studying about the different kind of movements started by Mahatma Gandhi. What was the cruel face of British government? What were the miserable conditions before Indians, and in what way they participated in the different movements by having a different kind of aspirations. लोगों की अपनी अलग अलग डिजायर थी. whatever the occupational structure and whichever they were doing, वो क्या काम कर रहे थे. if they were farmer, the aspirations only in the interest of farming. if they were service holder, job seeker, only the aspirations according to the wages. if they were working the factory, only just they were reducing the working hour and increasing the wages. So according to the occupational structure, different kind of categories person had a different kind of destination, different kind of aspirations and different kind of thoughts, right. Also in previous class we studied about differing strands within the movement. Different strands, it means different professional persons had different thoughts, different interests, different aspirations. Also we studied about the Swaraj in plantation. It means what were the miserable conditions before the plantation workers who were working in the plantation farming, it means tea orchard. Also they were the bounded laborer. They were not paid any kind of salary, wages, only just they were getting 2-time meals and clothes, and permanently they were living in the farms, in the plantation farms, right. Today we will study towards civil disobedience. You know, before it we studied about non-cooperation. इससे पहले हम लोग non-cooperation movement पढ़ चुके हैं. Non-cooperation, it was started in 1920. Non-cooperation, it means not to cooperate, not to cooperate. To British को cooperate नहीं करना है. गांधी जी told that if we will stop to cooperate Britishers, they will move here immediately within 1 year. अगर हम लोग अंग्रेज़ों को कोऑपरेशन बंद कर दें तो ये लोग हमारे यहाँ से 1 साल में भाग जाएंगे. एंड वी विल बिकम फ्री, हम आज़ाद हो जाएंगे, ये गांधी जी ने कहा था. बट इट डिड नॉट हैपन, लेकिन ऐसा नहीं हुआ बिकॉज ऑफ सम ऑफ द इंडियन पर्सन्स दे वर सपोर्टिंग टू द ब्रिटिश पॉलिसीज एंड मोस्ट ऑफ द पीपल they were the nationalities and they were opposing the policies of British government, right. So what is the civil disobedience movement? You know, disobey, you know very well what is the meaning of disobey. Disobey क्या होता है? It means not to obey, obey न करना, accept न करना, that is the disobey. So Gandhi ji thought that most of the peoples they refused to cooperate and to join non-cooperation movement after 1 to 4 years 1921, 1922, 1923, 1924. It means almost 3, 4, 5 years they joined the non-cooperation movement, and thereafter most of the people of India they refused. We would not join it. अब हम इसको join नहीं करेंगे because of just we are having a goal of complete और full independence. अब हमारा जो उद्देश्य है, एम है that to achieve complete independence. Complete independence लेंगे. That's why most of the people they refused. So Gandhi ji started civil disobedience movement in 1930. Civil disobedience movement कब स्टार्ट किया था? 1930 में. कैसे स्टार्ट किया था? Okay, we would discuss about it, but before it, meanwhile, the Government India Act in 1919 it was passed, and C.R. Das, Chittaranjan Das, and Jawaharlal Nehru, two persons, sorry, Motilal Nehru, C.R. Das and Motilal Nehru formed a Swaraj Party. There were two persons, they formed Swaraj Party, but Subhash Chandra Bose and Jawaharlal Nehru, they were opposing the policies of British government. Just they were willing to break law and to disobey, and they were willing to get complete independence. Move further, in such a situation entered debate of and discussions created in the Indian National Congress leader in agricultural crisis. During that time agricultural crisis fell down. It was the worldwide economic depression, और उस समय इकोनॉमिक डिप्रेशन आ गया था. इकोनॉमिक डिप्रेशन इट वाज स्टेट बाय 1930. और ये इकोनॉमिक डिप्रेशन कब तक रहा था? 1930 तक रहा था. ये ग्लोबल मंदी कही जाती है. पूरी दुनिया में इकोनॉमिक डिप्रेशन चल रहा था एट द टाइम ऑफ 1930. सो मोस्ट ऑफ द पर्सन्स, मोस्टली दे वर द मिडिल क्लास पर्सन्स ऑफ द ऑर्डिनरी पीपल, they were suffering very hard conditions, hardships. Moving further, against this background or the new Tory government of British sent a commission named on the name of Sir John Simon. Sir John Simon, it means John Simon. It was the person in a Tory government and headed by Sir John Simon. It was sent to India to look into the functioning of Indian activities, Indian political leaders. Political leaders की activities को जांच पड़ताल करने के लिए इसको भेजा गया था. But this was the main problem. In this commission there was no single member of India. So most of the people of India they became aggressive and demonstrated by giving slogan. It was the slogan Simon go back. Simon go back. So this was the slogan Simon go back. When it was sent to India, जब अंग्रेजों ने इसको इस कमीशन को इंडिया में भेजा, so most of the Indian people demonstrated by giving a slogan Simon go back. What was the reason for that? No single member of India was included in the committee, Simon Committee or Simon Commission, right? So when the Simon Commission arrived in India, it was demonstrated by the people of India, Simon go back. But October 1929, 1929 में a vague offer of the domination status for the India specified for the future of India to held or to meet a round table conference in London, but the radical within the Congress led by Jawaharlal Nehru, Subhash Chandra Bose became more assertive. They were not willing to join round table conference because those were the extreme leader. ये वो लीडर थे जो अपोज करते थे, ये वो लीडर थे जो रेडिकल्स कहलाए. In this situation in December 1929, under the presidency of Jawaharlal Nehru, the Lahore Congress formalized a demand of Pur Swaraj. During that time, President was Jawaharlal Nehru, and in 1929, it was the Lahore session of Indian National Congress decided that in this discussion to achieve full independence. Full independence. It means food Swaraj. It was decided to get full independence at Lahore session, and thereafter what was the political activities of Indians, because of all these things were unsuccessful. Whatever they thought against British government, all the Indian peoples along with the Indian National Congress leader became unsuccessful. Okay, so thereafter the Salt March and civil disobedience movement. Thereafter Gandhiji thought that we will not be able to fight against British government, and the non-cooperation movement also just going to end. So what will we do to fight against Britishers, and how we can constitute them to form a constitutional government? So Gandhiji thought that we will start Salt March. So what was the Salt March? Very important concept, Salt March. Gandhiji moved from Sabarmati ashram of Gujarat to Dandi village of coastal region of Gujarat. It was the village of Gujarat on coastal of Arab Sagar. ये दांडी एक विलेज हुआ करता था, just like a town where British government used to produce salt, जहाँ पे नमक बनाया जाया करता था. So Gandhiji thought that it was powerful symbol. Why it was the powerful symbol? Because of either the rich person or the poor person, all they were required this salt to take food, to cook food. भोजन के समय नमक सबको ज़रूरत पड़ती है. Either you are poor person, you are rich section of society, rich persons, certainly you have to require salt in food. नमक तो सबको खाना है. So Gandhiji thought that we can assemble, we can unite, either he or she belonging to any caste, community or religion. This is powerful symbol. That's why Gandhiji thought that to come together, and Gandhiji thought that we will abolish the salt law. अब हम इनका नमक का कानून तोड़ेंगे. It means हमें disobey करना है. So from where we will start disobedience movement? हम civil disobedience movement कहाँ से start करें? So Gandhiji started Salt March journey with 78 followers. 78 followers. It was they were the trusty followers. 240 miles journey was completed within 24 days. 24 days. It means total days 24, total distance 240. So per day they covered the distance of 10 miles. 10 मील का डिस्टेंस पर डे कंप्लीट किया गया by Gandhiji and their followers. And wherever they stayed, and at night the local women and peoples, they came out from their houses to listen the thoughts of Gandhiji, the philosophy of Gandhiji. So one by one day was completed, and when they reached on the coastal region of Dandi village, Gandhiji opposed and broke down the salt law. Okay. Also Mahatma Gandhi sent a letter to Lord Irwin. He was the Viceroy of India. Gandhiji demanded 11 demands through this letter. 11 demands. Okay. So what were the 11 demands? ये 11 demands क्या थी? It means some of the general demands. इनमें कुछ तो general demands हुआ करती थी, and some of the specific demands only for the particular professional persons, particular categories, those were working in the factories or they were working in the agricultural field. So these were the specific demand, but it was also a specific demand to allow salt law, to allow salt production on the coastal region, and there was no revenue tax on the salt. It was the main issue. Gandhiji thought that this is the natural things, whatever you are producing on the saline water of ocean, but thereafter you are taking at the time of purchasing salt a huge taxes. ये taxes जो आप ले रहे हो, revenue ले रहे हो, it must be reduced, it must be removed, या तो ये completely remove कर दिया जाए. So this was the salt law and this was the beginning of civil disobedience movement. ये salt law के साथ साथ beginning of civil disobedience movement कहा जाता है. Thereafter move further. How participants saw the movement. लोगों ने इस मूवमेंट को कैसे डिफरेंट सिनेरियो में देखा, कैसे डिफरेंट एस्पिरेशंस रखते हुए अपने गोल को कंसीडर किया. वी विल स्टडी फर्दर in next video. Thank you, students.